Hello and welcome to All Shorts. I thought we'd go for a bit of a walk and have a little chat about something that Rachel Reeves said. Well, she said that the UK's got a bit of a black hole, around 100 billion for the next 5 years. And quite frankly, I find this astonishing that we allowed ourselves to get into this state. It's mind-numbing, it really is. Anyway, while you're here, please boot the old like button. And let's get into the sort of nitty-gritty of it. It's not too complicated. Now, she reckons there's about a 25 billion black hole at this moment of time. And, yeah, I can believe that. Now, it's surprising when you consider the previous Chancellor of the Exchequer, Jeremy Hunt, he said they were found another 20-odd billion, he said, didn't he? At the, his budget. And Rachel Reeves says there's a 25 billion black hole. Now, the thing is, you see, Brexit has already cost the UK a huge amount of money. And one bit of money there's very easy to clarify, because if Nelson's like, oh yeah, well you can't say Brexit's a problem because of the pandemic, and no, it wasn't Brexit. No, it's not. Yeah, it's usually by people in the Reform Party, you know. But the divorce bill has been paid, okay, but not in full. There's still another 6.4 billion to pay. And currently they've paid 25 odd billion to the EU in a divorce bill. You see how all these figures are sort of like correlating, eh? Yeah, exactly, that's my thoughts. What are the bollocks, eh? Well, the thing is, you see, we haven't finished paying that divorce bill. There's still another 6.4 billion to pay, leaving it around 30 odd billion in total for the divorce bill. Now, I'm not going to get into the nitty-gritty of how much we've lost anyway because of the fact we've left the European Union. We know we have. There's no doubt there. Businesses are suffering. Unless you're insurance companies, because EU insurance companies have also left the UK, or they've set up in the UK as a UK registered business, etc. Well, you could argue that was a bit of a positive in some ways. Was it a benefit of Brexit? Not really. It's just a movement of funds, profits. It's not quite a benefit of Brexit. And besides, the UK's economy is down. The UK is very much struggling with its GDP. It's got, zero growth. And what growth they ever announced one month seems to be lost the following month. It's just no rhyme or reason to it after flipping time, and it's very, very frustrating. No one really knows where they are. But so many businesses are finding Brexit very, very difficult to navigate, reducing their profit margins, and it's understandable to accept. Well, it's understandable that, let's say, for instance, the pharmaceutical companies, they're struggling because of the Brexit, and they pretty much, they stockpile. They might make, a million packs of this or a million packets of that, and they'll be stuck in factories to be distributed around the world. Well, they reckon they ain't ready for changes that are happening in January, the not for EU stickers. They reckon they got no chance. So that might cause problems about the distribution of these products in the United Kingdom, because they're not for EU stickers. It's just probably something else. But another can just kicked down the road, I'm sure, just like everything else regarding Brexit. Nothing seems to be clear-cut. And they told us it would be easy. They said Brexit would be easy. It's proved to be exactly what James O'Brien said. It was like, getting the eggs out of a baked cake. It's just, the idiocy of it is it's very frustrating. It really is. And yes, I would like to rejoin the European Union, or join the European Union again at some point, but sadly we're nowhere near ready. We're so far away from it. And if you haven't got support in the government itself, how's it ever going to happen anyway? Which is very sad to see any government pushing a policy that is detrimental to the country. There's no doubt about it. And it ain't fully bitten yet. Now, although back in, I think it was January this year, the European Union decided to soften the EU clearing, the Euro clearing, but it's still going to be bad for London. It's not going to be the same as what we've got. And all they're basically doing is basically prolonging the transition. So they're removing a certain amount now, regulation and stuff like that, to regulate the market regarding Euro clearing. So allow businesses to trade without risk. But it's bit by bit, it's going to be shifting over to EU banks. It's just how it is, you know. They don't want the Euro clearing to be done in London, in the city. So that will, they'll transfer at some point in the future, but it's going to take some time. Like lots of things, you see, because Brexit, like I said, is like trying to get the eggs out of unbaked cake. It really is. And although sometimes I joke about these stuff because I just find it's just absolutely mind-numbing, it actually saddens me. It really does to see what was once a fairly strong economy just be, brought down to the mud. Because people like Nigel Farage pushed that line that the EU was evil and stuff like that. People themselves didn't have a clue what the European Union even did. I didn't know as much about the EU as I do now. The most popular search term the day after Brexit was, what is the European Union? What? These people didn't have a clue. They didn't have a clue. So how the hell can you expect them to give a logical vote on the European Union? And whether to leave the European Union? There's no logic involved. It's all about feelings, sentiments, so-called sovereignty. And we've lost more sovereignty now than we've ever done while we were in the EU. Instead of being at the table, for which they're saying we're losing our sovereignty, which we're not because we're at the table. You could have maybe lost a little bit of sovereignty, but you always do. But now it's a case of flipping out. We're having to sell ourselves out to every single Tom, Dick and Harry. And foreign companies sucking and bleeding the country dry. They seriously are. Whatever way you look at it, they are seriously, literally just sucking the money out. Because we keep looking for direct foreign investment, which, okay, and they're going to have to make some money, aren't they? And why are they doing it? They're doing it to actually feather their own nests. Where's that money go? Or either go to their holding companies, what have you, or just end up in some kind of foreign bank account. That money ain't going to get spent in the UK, yet they're getting the money from, those at the bottom who pay for these services. Whether it be via the NHS, how much you're paying for your NHS and what have you, and that's getting privatised left, right and bloody centre. Your data, been sold left, right and blooming centre. No one's benefiting from this apart from a few individuals with very large bank balances. It's maddening. And nobody really wants to do anything about it. Oh yeah, okay, you have your occasional protests or about rejoining or joining the European Union again, and might have things to say about it, but people are tired of it. They're tired of even talking about it now. Not everybody, obviously, but a lot of people are. They think it's done. No. You were done. Big time. We all were. Anyway, what reckons you? What reckons you? What do you reckon? I'll get all tongue-tied now. Please leave in the comments down below, because I do actually read the comments, but you probably already know. But, painful. You've got a sport channel, you do it on Patreon, or you can buy us a coffee, and the link's down below, and it allows us to keep the channel afloat, really, because there's, our costs involved, such as my new camera. And, oh yeah, but also the rewilding. You see over there? Can you see over there? There's like loads of sticks in the ground over there, where trees are. And you see there's trees up there on the right there, right down into the valley as well. That's all ours. And if you want to have a tree Basically, there's a link down below, so go for me link to make a small contribution, and we'll plant a tree on your behalf. Also, I'll make a sign to go with the tree, or trees. Depends on your donation. Could be even an arbour, but also making bat boxes, bird houses, etc. It's all about the little animal habitats. This. Anyway, it's time for me to go because I'm just going to have to put a face palm continuously all day, I reckon, after reading what Rachel Reeves has just said. So long story short, Rachel Reeves said it's cost us 25 billion, or we've got 25 billion black hole yet. We've already paid the EU 25 billion. Correlation. Toodaloo.